As a result, narcissistic sons raised by narcissistic mothers may struggle to establish healthy boundaries and exhibit empathy towards their partners, perpetuating the cycle of narcissism across generations. A narcissistic mother-in-law may mistreat her daughter-in-law for several reasons, rooted in her own psychological makeup though. First and foremost, narcissistic individuals typically have an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep-seated need for admiration and validation. When confronted with a daughter-in-law who poses a perceived threat to her status or control within the family dynamic, that narcissistic mother-in-law may result to mistreatment as a means for asserting dominance and reaffirming her superiority. This mistreatment may manifest in various forms, such as criticism, manipulation, or invalidation of the daughter-in-law's feelings and or experiences. Additionally, the narcissistic mother-in-law's behavior may be fueled by underlying insecurities and fears of abandonment and or rejection. Seeing her son establish a life and family with someone else may trigger feelings of loss and inadequacy, prompting her to lash out in an attempt to regain power or some type of control. She wants to be able to control the situation as she's used to being able to do. As for why the son may allow his mother's mistreatment of his wife, it often stems from a complex interplay of both psychological and familial factors. Sons raised by narcissistic mothers may have been conditioned from a young age to prioritize their mother's needs above their own needs and desires, fostering a deep sense of loyalty and obligation towards her. This loyalty, combined with the fear of confronting or displeasing their mother, can lead sons to passively accept or even enable her mistreatment of their spouse. Furthermore, sons may also struggle with setting boundaries with their mother due to feelings of guilt, manipulation, or a distorted sense of familial duty. They may fear backlash and abandonment if they were to assert themselves or challenge their mother's behavior, further perpetuating the cycle of mistreatment. Ultimately, the dynamic between a narcissistic mother-in-law and her son and daughter-in-law is deeply rooted in complex psychological and interpersonal dynamics, which can be challenging to navigate without proper understanding and support. That's why I always tell you, do your research, educate yourselves, get out there and get into awareness, okay? Innate awareness is so important because we need to be educated as to what narcissism is. Educate yourself about narcissism and continue to do so. You need to understand the traits, the characteristics, the behaviors. One, so you don't find yourself back in the same situation over and over again, repeatedly, because we're not trying to go there. We're not trying to do that, right? But also, learning helps you make better decisions and understand what you need to do. Because a lot of times, not understanding, it really doesn't help with things like reactive abuse. You can react and be overwhelmed and drained and not feel well and be ill and all of these things because of you going through so much. It's a lot of stress on your body. But the more you know, the more you grow. Let's put it that way. Another reason you need to educate yourself. Knowledge and understanding is everything, because the narcissist family, they are definitely often enablers, but they will have you thinking that you are the oddball. Something is wrong with you, even though their whole family dynamic may be all screwed up. And the crazy thing is, many of us experience some type of childhood trauma, some type of neglect, or, something of that sort, emotional abandonment, something of that nature. Many of us experience that. And we didn't all turn out to be narcissists. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. For real. Because I could not even imagine being that way. They will blame you. They love victim blaming. But they will try to twist everything and turn it around on you and have you thinking that it's everything wrong with you and nothing with them. And that's why educating yourself and understanding their behavior, the reasons how they're doing things, why, the fact that they don't care and all that, The more you know, the more it helps you with making your decisions moving forward with what you need to do with your life. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? You heard me? They will exclude you, count you out, make you feel absolutely terrible, mistreat you, ignore you, and then go do smear campaigns and try to mess up your whole reputation. Like, that ain't it. That is not it. Like, they tried it. They really do be trying it. You'll go somewhere and folks looking at you all cray, and you wondering, like, I wonder why so-and-so looking at me like that. Because somebody been smearing your name. They've been saying all kind of ratchet stuff about you. And it's sad. It's unfortunate that there are actually people out there that live this way, but it is what it is. And so those of us out there that are empaths, we love hard, the more we know moving forward, it'll help us avoid people in situations like this. If the narcissist allows his mother to mistreat his significant other, it is crucial that the significant other look out for their own well-being. I'm talking to you. You got to look out for yourself, sugar. Address the situation assertively. I'm about to give you some steps you can take, okay? Y'all, I know y'all hear me say this all the time, but I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. Blue just like this blazer. Set boundaries. A lot of us had issues from the get-go, not properly setting and maintaining boundaries. A lot of the time, that's what got us deeper and deeper into the situation we don't want to be in to begin with. Clearly communicate boundaries with both the narcissistic partner and mother-in-law regarding acceptable behavior. You would think adults know how to behave, know how to act, know how to treat others the way they want to be treated. But that is not the case for some. There are many out there with mental illnesses and many out there being driven by spirits and so forth. There's so much out there going on. Establishing boundaries helps define what is and isn't acceptable in that relationship. Do also seek support. Reach out to trusted friends and family members, and it's okay if your circle is very small, because me personally, like especially when you're chosen, that's the story of my life. Okay, I don't even have a circle. Okay, I have a dot. That's how small it is. That's how tiny my support system is. So just whoever it is, it could be one person. And if you don't have that, no need to worry. Don't stress about it. Because what you're going to do, you're going to get you a good therapist. That's what you're going to do. That therapist will definitely help you with emotional support and guidance. Having a support system can provide validation and perspective. It can help you see things the way you need to see them. As the significant other, you need to be able to navigate the challenging dynamics, at least until you can see your way out. Communicate openly. You hear me? Communicate openly. Have open and honest conversations with a narcissistic partner about how their mother's mistreatment has a negative impact on your relationship. Be assertive when doing this, but stay calm. Okay? Don't allow nobody to get you all out of character and have you about to set it off. Now, they may act a fool with it, but it is very important that you emphasize the importance of mutual respect and support. Being consistent in maintaining boundaries and communication, that's consistency is key. Okay? It would be nice if all grown folk knew how to act, but like I said, it ain't always the case. Some people we gotta show and guide and let them know what we now about to do today. Because they've been trying it, they done tried it. And they probably gonna continue to try it. Encourage therapy. You can suggest both couples therapy and individual therapy for both you and the narcissist. Nah, that does not mean that they're going to be accepting of it. They may not try to tell you crazy. You need to go ahead and just go for you. Because it's all you. It's all something wrong with you. You the one got the problem. They have zero issues, yada, yada, yada. But at that point, you know what you need to do moving forward. That is God giving you confirmation at that point that this person is not going to change. That he did not want you in this situation to begin with, and now this is going to be your way out. Okay. So don't force something that should not have been and is not meant to continue being. So if they go ahead and give you that answer, they don't think you're worth it. you don't think you're worth the long haul or worth the effort that it takes to do what keeps the relationship going and keep it healthy, then peace out. See ya, wouldn't want to be here. Therapy does help you address underlying issues and develop healthier coping mechanisms, though. But if they're not willing to go, you can go for you. Therapy provides a safe space to be able to communicate certain emotions and discuss certain situations that may be like sensitive in nature. It's just a good safe space to be, actually having those particular discussions. You're going to want to make sure you establish consequences, because it's just as important as maintaining those boundaries and communicating. You have to be consistent, clearly communicate the consequences of that continued mistreatment. What you're not going to have, what you're not about to do, what you're not about to continue to do. We're not about to do this right here. This is not about to continue going down. Make it clear that tolerating that continued mistreatment is not sustainable. Because at this point, it had already jeopardized the relationship. The relationship is already in hot water. It ain't like it's all rice and gravy. The relationship is already deep down under. It ain't doing so good. It's not being very successful. So, what else do you have to lose at this point? Focus on your self-care, because why? You deserve it. You are everything. Okay? You are everything. Never mind what they done said about you. Never mind the smear campaigns and all the stuff they done put on your name. Try to ruin your reputation. That ain't who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. Be who you are. Prioritize self-care and self-esteem building activities. This will help you maintain emotional resilience and well-being. Engage in activities that promote self-confidence, whether it be doing your makeup, your hair. Engage in activities that help with your self-confidence. It could be your hair, your nails, doing your feet, give yourself a little pedicure, whatnot. Those things I know are cosmetic in nature. But let me tell you, sitting around looking a hot mess is not going to help you uplift anything. It's not going to help you, get off of your butt and do what you need to do moving forward. Engage in activities that actually help you relax and grow. Because just sitting there looking a hot mess don't help you. But engage in, maybe you had some business goals or a plan that you were working on and your mind just hasn't been in the right space for you to continue. Actually working on the things that you believe that you were called to do. Whatever your calling may be, fulfilling your purpose, that will make you feel better and uplift you as well. So those are things that help with your confidence as well, not just what's on the outside in your actual appearance, but all of those things in combination. Okay? Evaluate the relationship. Okay? You probably already been doing this because you already mentally checked out. I know you already been checked out. I know you have. Assess that relationship and consider whether or not the dynamics are healthy and fulfilling. Is it even worthwhile? And 9 times out of 10, it probably is not. If the narcissistic partner is unwilling to address that mistreat, then guess what? Peace out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Because at that point, they letting you know. They are clearly letting you know. What else do they need to tell you? The answer is right there in your face at that point. You have to prioritize your own well-being. So if they're not willing to do that, then they are basically letting you know that you're not worth it to them. Maybe they're trying to get something else out of you in the relationship. But at that point, it's really not a relationship. It is one, but a very bad one. And one that you don't need to be in. One that is a waste of time. So you really have to sit there and analyze and take a look at things. And if it's not fulfilling, it's not serving you any longer, then it's time for you to check out. Confronting a narcissistic partner's behavior, whether it be just inappropriate or enabling, takes a lot of courage. It also takes assertiveness and commitment. You have to be committed to your own self-respect. If someone else is not willing to respect you, then what? They got to go. And that's what I mean by maintaining boundaries and being consistent and communicating, but being consistent in all that you say and all that you do, because you have to stand by what you say. And if it's not happening, then you have to make the choice to do something about that. What are you going to do if you say it needs to be X, Y, Z, but that person's not willing to respect you or meet you halfway. Be consistent in maintaining those boundaries and determining what's going to happen as a result of that continued mistreatment. Child, let them go find some new supply, and don't you be worried about what's going on with the new supply either. Pray for them and move on with your life, because at that point, you finally didn't dodge the bullet. You finally are able to have some peace and actually do some things in your life and live a better life. Like, don't be so consumed with what's going on with the side piece, what's going on with somebody they done moved on with. Like, at that point, it's not your concern. Like I say, if you're concerned about the person, pray for them. But that's not for you to be all intertwined with. You have to advocate for your own needs. Do you hear me? You have to take initiative to make sure that you set boundaries and that those boundaries are being maintained. And if people are not respecting your boundaries, they're not respecting you, then you got to do what you have to do and make sure that you are seeking support and guidance throughout the process. I truly, truly hope that this helps someone on today. Please show this video some love and do share it with someone who needs it. Go ahead and save it if you feel led to do so. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, HeyImShic, for more of this valuable content. Again, I'm a trauma support specialist with a background in mental health counseling. I've done psychosocial rehabilitation, aka PSR, all of that good stuff, residential assisted. I've done a lot of that stuff. So yeah, that's what my background and everything is in. But if you enjoy these topics, then come for more. We'd love to have you. But I thank you so much for watching Survivor Tribe, and I'm going to catch y'all later. Bye-bye.